everybody, Tom Bialik with the Hobart Chamber of Commerce coming to you one more time as we're back on the road. Today we're at the beautiful and historic Art Theater in downtown Hobart, Indiana, and today I'm joined by proprietor Shane Evans. Shane, thanks so much for having me in.
Glad to see you again. Always a pleasure, Tom. Thank you.
Now, you and I had a conversation about 6 months ago over at the Chamber office. We talked a little bit about the theater and some of the challenges that you faced coming out of the quarantine phase of the pandemic.
Absolutely.
But now it seems like show announcements are just dropping right out of the sky.
Yeah.
You're just going crazy here. What's happening?
Yeah, about that time, there was a lot of uncertainty in this business,
Right.
So we weren't sure how things were going to bounce back and, what restrictions were going to be for certain states and counties or whatever, So now bands are getting comfortable with getting back on the road again, and it's always a challenge when you have an indoor venue versus an outdoor venue. But the bands are coming back around. We have a ton of offers on our plate. We kind of pick and choose what works best for our area and our room. And the announcements are coming, and things are going very, very well right now. So,
tell us a little bit about the space. What have you got here?
Well, the theater itself, capacity-wise, is 525 people. So obviously we can do shows, seated or standing, depending on what the acts call for. This past weekend we had a couple comedy shows, all seated. Roughly do about 400 people there. Of course, you get into some of your bigger rock acts. People want to stand up, you want to dance. So we have a pit area here in front that allows people to kind of, pack in a little bit more and get us to that 500 capacity.
Okay, so up to 500 people or so can fit into the theater here. Talk a little bit about some of the shows. One thing I notice about what you do is you have a very diverse schedule of events.
Sure. That was a goal and ambition from day one. We just didn't want to be a rock club. You know what I mean? A lot of people get caught in certain genres of music. We want it to be all-inclusive. Anybody, everybody, anytime. So we really go out of our way to keep things eclectic in that manner. Whether it's, a comedy show. Last Thursday we had some death metal bands from California here. This week we have a 90s tribute band, we have an AC/DC cover band, and we have the Highwaymen coming up, which is a tribute to Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson, and things like that. Phil Vassar, another country legend. So really it's important to be open to anybody and everybody. So that's really something we strive for.
So a couple of big events also in the offing here. We want to talk a little bit about those a little bit.
Absolutely. We just made an announcement, I believe yesterday, Yngwie Malmsteen, which is, he's a Swedish guitar player, huge in the music industry. So we had a good on sale with that. Then we kind of go to, we have Doyle, who is an original member of the band The Misfits. You remember them, punk band from, the 90s and around that era. We have a band called Soulfly, which is a metal band, huge show. Some big country shows, Lauren Elena, Lanco, Phil Vassar. We have a lot of big names coming up, and of course a lot of cool, local and tribute acts as well intermixed in there. So the spring and into summer's looking great right now, shaping up well.
How do you book your talent? Do you seek these groups out, or do they come to you?
It's kind of a mixture of everything. We seek some out. We kind of look to see who might be in the area in some cases and reach out to management companies that we already have a pre-existing relationship with, and it kind of goes the other way. Some management companies, they know what we do, they know what we're capable of, they know we can put on a great show, and they reach out to us, say, hey, we're going to be in your area, can you do this show? And we kind of go from there. So it's a little mixture of us seeking them seeking us, and everything in between.
Well, you're on to some great things here, no doubt about it. And I have to believe that the downtown community of Hobart is very happy because you do draw in a lot of people from outside of the city limits.
Absolutely. And our kind of target audience is kind of a 60-mile radius here. So anywhere from, Chicago suburbs, to, lower Michigan, South Bend, Indianapolis. We get a lot of people from those areas. So we're going to keep, going after that 60-mile demographic. And yeah, I mean, our neighbors enjoy the foot traffic. That's for sure. We hear it a lot, and, a lot of them thank us and take time to come out and support us, check shows out, and we enjoy the community aspect. Absolutely.
Well, you're certainly the envy of, I think, many venue owners and many people in general who see the exciting types of things that you're doing here. You're pursuing your passion.
Thank you.
And matter of fact, our next video series is going to be entitled "Be Like Shane."
Oh, right.
Which we all want to be like you.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but okay.
You're doing a fabulous job. And actually, the Hobart Chamber of Commerce is kind of getting into the act a little bit. We'll be holding our annual awards night right here at the Art Theater in Hobart on February 24th. Matter of fact, let's take a look. Well, there you have it. That's a sneak peek of what our awards night will be here on February 24th, right here at the Hobart Art Theater. A unique mix of comedy, musical comedy, some live jazz. It's going to be a good time. And we'll also be recognizing some very deserving people from the local area here. So how's that sound to you, Shane?
Sounds great. We're glad to be a host, and always a pleasure working with you and the team.
Well, thank you so much for your hospitality.
Thank you.
And once again, we're so happy for your success. You're doing a great job.
Appreciate it.
Once again, I'm Tom Bialik with the Hobart Chamber of Commerce. We look forward to seeing you here on the 24th of February, or we look forward to seeing you somewhere else. Thanks again, and thanks for watching.